G'day everybody, great to see you all again. Thanks for joining us. Today what we're going to have a look at is the subfloor frame of an old existing home. They haven't really changed that much over the last 200, 300 years. Subfloor frames are basically the exact same thing. It's just that we've upped it with the new technologies that have come into town. So check it out. Here we have our wall stud running down, and then we've got our bottom plate running through. These ones have got an old check-in. We've got a video on those old school check-ins. From here we've got the old school joist, that's an OB, and then that's connecting onto a bearer. So the bearers, the old school bearers, this one isn't. This one's 50 mil by 100 mil. Usually what they are is 75 mil by 100 mil. And then that connects onto our stump. Can you see that stump at all? So that's an old red gum stump under there. Red gum was always used in Australia because it's a good hardy timber and it lasts, especially with moisture against it. I mean, these stumps here, look at that. That's lasted really well. I mean, that's over 100, 110 years old, this house is. So that red gum stump there is over 110 years old. Timber, if you look at our special on timber and different timbers, old timber had time for the sap to get into the grain, and it's a lot hardier than the timber today. The new timber today, and it hasn't had time for that sap to really get into the timber and harden it so we can use it for such structures like that, the stumping again. If you do use something in the ground for stumping, fence posts, stuff like that, then what you need to do is put a sump oil on them and make sure that you get the sump oil to seep into the grain, and then it'll preserve the timber. So from here you can see over the years we've flipped around. We've got our joist, our bearer, and here we've got a new stump, which is a brick stump. Sorry, a concrete stump. Now this concrete stump is about 20 years old. You can see the moisture coming up it, and then we've got damp course on top of that. What the damp course does is it stops the moisture coming from the brick into the timber. If the brick, which is porous, is butted hard up against that timber, then this timber on this edge here will actually rot away and it'll become a weak point, and obviously if it rots away and becomes a weak point, then we lose the structure and the stability in that. That's a home handy hint just for the underfloor framing stage. If you've got any other questions or queries, please flick them over to me. I'll answer whatever I can, wherever I can. Till then, thanks for watching and stay unreal. Banana peel.